Love and happiness. But wait a minute, something's going wrong. Someone's on the phone, 3 o'clock in the morning.
What's up, y'all? My name is Corwin. Welcome to Wandering Words, and today we're doing a deep dive on Caine from Menace to Society. Now, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is something I watched early on, about 18 years old. I won't say early, but my cousin used to watch it when I was way younger, and I couldn't watch it when I was younger. I turned it on, and immediately I related to it. Not in a sense of that's the path I went down, but I did discern, okay, right from wrong. Don't do this, do that, and that's gonna happen. And so just discerning the good and bad things that I know will lead me down a certain path. Now on to Caine. Caine isn't just complex. He's used as a warning in a mirror. Caine isn't just a character, he's a product of his environment, and that's what makes him hit so hard. Menace to Society doesn't ask us to like Caine, it asks us to understand Caine and what affected him down the road.
She gonna be at the motherfucking party, niggas. I'm on my faded.
Caine is one of my favorite protagonists of all time. It's just something about maybe the relation of our race and just maybe what I've also seen growing up. He's a very intriguing protagonist. But with Caine growing up in Watts, chaos was so normal. It was around him so often that he couldn't even tell the difference. His father was a hustler. His mom battled addiction. And even before Caine really comprehends morality, he's already desensitized to watching people die. Example.
I just spent 5 motherfucking years in the joint.
Caine.
That was the first time I'd ever seen my father kill anybody.
So with that being shown, there is no safe starting place for him. Violence isn't just introduced, it's already there. But what separates Caine from other characters like O-Dog and Chauncey is that he's aware, he recognizes everything around him. He thinks, he narrates his life like he's already questioning how all of this ends. Caine isn't reckless, he may have his moments, but for the most part, he's just conflicted. He's intelligent enough to recognize these patterns around him, but isn't empowered enough to want to change and do better. And that's the real tragedy right here, is that he doesn't lack awareness. He's very aware of what environment he's in. Every adult influence in his life either failed him or normalized this dysfunction around him. So even when he does want more, and Caine does want more, he doesn't know how to move differently because this is all he's known.
Did you hear me? I said the job is in Atlanta.
Hey, take it. I mean, you might as well get the hell away from here.
Now, this is the question. I'm going to split this into 2 different sections. I believe there's right motivations and there's wrong motivations. Let's start with the right ones. Desire for growth. Caine doesn't want to be stuck here forever in the same continuous cycle of crime and violence. You can hear it in his voice when he's narrating, when he's talking, when he's questioning himself. But wanting growth isn't the same as knowing how to grow. Caine has never seen or witnessed a successful transition. He only has examples of products of how to get there, his grandparents, Sharif's father, but he hasn't seen what exactly it looks like. And I can relate to this with so many things in my life. Every example around him either stayed stuck or died. So naturally, when the opportunity comes, Caine hesitates. Not because he doesn't want it. He definitely does want better for himself. But because it feels unfamiliar and growth and change feel uncomfy for him. But in life, that's really just how it is. It's uncomfortable. Next up, we have emotional loyalty. Caine is deeply, deeply loyal. He looks out for Ronnie's son. He stays connected to his friends like O-Dog, even when they have many, many flaws that he shouldn't be around. Caine's heart pulls him back while his mind is pulling him forward. So he's just battling with this, I want to do right by the people that I care about, but some of the people that he cares about are really bad influences. But his mind is telling him, hey, I know this isn't right for me. I know this isn't where I should be. And that loyalty essentially becomes a trap because in this environment, it's not seen as self-care or I'm trying to do better for myself. It's seen as more like a betrayal, like you're better than us and that's why you want to go. So Caine keeps choosing people over his progress. Lastly, we have moral awareness. Caine, unlike O-Dog definitely needs some help. O-Dog don't feel nothing. He's reckless, he don't care, but Caine feels guilt and he internalizes the guilt whenever he does the things he's not supposed to do. And he questions, why did I do that? Or what's gonna come of this? He understands these consequences, but yet does not understand how to escape. Now we have the wrong motivations, pride and reputation. Pride kills Caine, but not instantly, not from the first decision, but from a cumulative amount of decisions that ultimately led up to where the tragedy of Caine happens. Every unnecessary conflict, every moment he feels disrespected pulls him more into danger, and the percentages increase. Now in the streets for Caine, respect is like currency and he spends it recklessly. He can't let things go. He's gotta prove that I'm the biggest, the baddest, because in everybody else's eyes, letting things go is a sign of weakness, and that's a downfall for sure. Next up, we got pull of the streets. The streets offer Caine an identity, right? It's something that is him. I am the streets. This is who I am. Even when he wants out, the streets just pull him back in, back with promises of control and belonging. Leaving isn't just about geography, going from one place to the next, but it's about shedding his identity and leaving his entire life behind. Lastly, we have normalized violence. When you grow up watching a murder before you even comprehend the consequence, and I really love the scene whenever Caine's dad, played by Samuel L. Jackson, shoots the dude over cash, and it shows like the distorted sound and image, and it just kind of encapsulates the feeling of trauma in that moment. And it's just something that I have felt in a trauma moment, and it feels exactly like that. Like you're kind of just desensitizing yourself to what's going on. So essentially, when he's witnessing things like this, his alarm system for danger is broken.
Each other niggas, that's what y'all need to stop doing.
Anyways, nigga, I said you should come up to Kansas with us. Nigga, what, you going deaf, motherfucker?
Relationships are super vital to who you become in life and where you want to be. So the relationships that Caine has surrounded around him definitely played a part into who he became and what he chose to be. Now let's go over a few relationships that played a part in his life.
And won't you give my homeboy his change?
O-Dog is who Caine could become if he stopped reflecting altogether. Where Caine thinks, O-Dog reacts. In the beginning scene when O-Dog and Caine are in the shop, then O-Dog shoots the shop owner. Caine thinks about what's going on. He's like, what's going on? Why is this happening? O-Dog is continuing to steal money out the register, still call the dude names, and just react off emotion. Unlike Caine, where he's thinking about what's going on. Their friendship represents temptation, the comfort of staying the same and not wanting to become better. O-Dog don't question the lifestyle. He just continues and adapts to it, which makes him not only dangerous to others, but Caine's growth as well. Ronnie not only sees Caine for who he is, but who he could become. She offers love, security, growth, things Caine never consistently had. But love alone isn't enough to undo years of trauma, especially in this environment where the timing is really, really cruel and really crucial.
Hood on your head look like the Green Reaper.
It's cold out here, my brother. You know us black folks not used to this cold there. We the tropical people, you understand?
Sharif represents moral grounding and spiritual reflection. Caine respects him, but respect doesn't necessarily mean readiness. Sharif is the future that Caine wants. You can see it when he's interacting with him, but Caine isn't strong enough yet to walk that path fully.
Grandma, I'm not.
Caine! Now, I sincerely hope you get your life together. Lord knows I do. But I cannot have you in my home one more night.
Caine's grandparents represent safety, stability, but his grandparents can't relate to the lifestyle that he's living. They don't understand the dangers of what Caine is doing out there. So having a stable ground with his grandparents and a stable home, contrasting to when he's outside of the house dealing with chaos in the streets and whatnot, and also how he grew up, it definitely gives him a feeling of isolation whenever his grandparent, mainly his grandpa, is talking to him and he's holding his head and not really comprehending what his grandpa is saying. Now, unfortunately, Caine dies at the exact moment he decides to change. And this part for me, every time I watch the movie, breaks me every time, because you see Caine working his way to become better despite the odds around him. And so when he finally decides to step up and do the right thing, ultimately his decision making beforehand, not in the right headspace, led him to his demise. And him changing is the cruel irony. His final act wasn't violence. His final act was protection. He was protecting Ronnie's son from the bullets flying towards him. But the movie makes a brutal statement. In some environments, redemption has an expiration date. Caine's growth happens too late to save him, but not too late to mean something. And that's why Caine, for me, will always remain unforgettable.
Damn. I never thought he'd come back like this. Blasting. Like I said, it was funny like that in the hood sometimes. I mean, you never knew what was gonna happen or when. I had done too much to turn back, and I'd done too much to go on. I guess in the end, it all catches up with you. My grandpa asked me one time if I care whether I live or die. Yeah, I do. Now it's too late.